A good farm employee always fuels his equipment up when he is done with it at the end of the day. Or you always try to fuel it up at the end of the day. You don't necessarily want to let it alone for the beginning of the day, but in some instances, in some cases, you just fuel it up at the beginning of the day, depending on what you are doing. Getting cold out again. Man. It was 50, what was it, mid-50s today. Now it feels like it's lower 50s. Pushing 48 degrees, I would say. For all you haters out there, I can dress myself. Take that. I don't care what anybody says. If you do not have a grain cart on your farm that is bigger than 500 acres, then you will want to invest in a grain cart. They are a real time saver in stopping and not having to let the combine stop to dump into the truck. Man, if we didn't have a grain cart, we would be just starting corn harvest. But we're all the way done for the most part. So, is a grain cart beneficial on your farm? I'm gonna say yes, but there's gonna be some people that have their opinions and are gonna want to argue. To each your own. I'm just letting you know how we do things on our farm. And a grain cart is ever the more universal, or I should say beneficial to our farm. Got the corn head right here. I probably should do a loop with both of these. Put the 7010 up there, put the corn head back behind here. But it'll work out. It'll work out. I would like to put that thing on a grain cart, but I'm afraid that the PTO shaft is too big around. We need to have the smaller 1000. We don't need to have the big 1000 on this pickler tractor. We don't even need the 1000. Well, we do need 1000 for the grain cart and the big brush hog mower. That's the only thing we use 1000 for. I guess I should say we need the small 1000. We do not need the large 1000 that is currently on now. But it'll work itself out. And I know it will. His dad placed a bale of hay in there like it's supposed to be. He fed the cows for me. Thank you. And I guess I'm going home. Well, good. Unusually warm Monday, November 3rd. No, November 4th. Excuse me. Well, what are we doing today? I have no clue. But I know that it's mid-50s this morning. And we are upset because we want breakfast. Okay? You guys realize something? That there have been less times that I've done chores in the morning than I have in the dark. Let that sink in for a moment. Well, I thought if I put some feed down here first for them, that they would all get the hint to, hey, he put the feed down here first, maybe we should all congregate down here. That is not the point, or not the case. They would all rather stand on top of each other and cry and complain and fight and carry on that he's not getting out of my way or she's not getting out of my way so I can eat. We're gonna have to take some of these and put them up in the top pen there with the other 4 calves to make some room in here so that everybody can eat. We got some bigger one. Holy crud, we got, yeah, there's a real size difference in here. You can see that one right there is trying to shove that one out of the way so he can get in and eat, and that is how it is quite unfortunate that cows like to do things. What's mine is mine, what's yours is mine. So that's quite unfortunate that the little guy right there has to get shoved out of the way, as you guys just saw. If he was smart enough, he would go out to the other side of the concrete ramp, but he don't have the mind like we humans do. Come on, why don't you guys go outside and go around? Ah, well. See, there's a nice gap right there, but these 2 big cows here are side by side, and that kind of screws the whole order up. We're gonna have to thin the herd a little bit. Not in a bad way, just so that they all can eat. Yeah, this is not what you want in a barn. There's feed down here. Why they all have to stand on top of each other. Every space is full, okay? It's a shame, like I said, that there are some that will not get it through their heads to go out and around, but we're gonna have to thin the herd out because this is not okay. You're letting the bigger ones grow before the smaller ones. How do I know that? Because we as humans, if we eat, we're gonna grow. If some humans don't eat, they're not gonna grow. It's the same thing with cattle. Same exact thing. Well, one just walked out the door. Well, if that orange tag one would follow, maybe a couple others would follow too, but it's quite unfortunate. That one there's gonna try and shove his way in somewheres. Ah, well. We're gonna have to thin the herd. I know we are. There just ain't no getting around it. Hey! A few got it through their heads. But not all of them. It's quite unfortunate. Good morning, Rooster. I heard you. There's plenty enough space up here. There are multiple spots. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 is 12. We could bring 8 or 7 up here from the bottom and make a little more room. That's what this was intended for. I've put feed in here for 4 cows already. Threw it over 4 holes. They must be out in the pasture antagonizing the others. It's amazing how when you walk in the barnyard, the cows just automatically head out to the pasture. They're old enough, they've been around the farm a hot minute, that they know what's going on. Some of them. Come on. Come on, fool, get out of here. So Dad's out back blowing a combine off. I'm sure you guys can hear that. I'm gonna go spread manure. You guys have seen that before. So, for anybody that has these plugs on the back of our 3010 for the single, double remote, I don't know how yours is, but on ours, in order to get these plugs out, you have to shut the tractor off, relieve the pressure to get the plugs out of the back of the remote. Okay, 4020, you don't have to. Is there anybody's 3010 that's the same as this one? Even if you do not activate the remote spool valve when you're driving the tractor over to hook your implement up, you cannot get those plugs out even if you do not activate the control lever. Why you have to shut the tractor off? To relieve the pressure, even though you have nothing hooked into those cylinders after you've hooked up to your last implement, is beyond me. Got the barnyard all cleaned up, quarter of a load to spread, got the hay put out. 3010 does a flawless job on the spreader. It's a little grumpy when you first start it, but just gotta keep it running. What are you piggers doing, huh? What are you piggers up to? Huh, floppy ear? Trying to rut your way out, are you? Okay, I'll let you go back to rutting your way out. Well, come on, get up to the other barn so I can let them out and pen you guys up in there. Ouch. Hey, that hurt. Well, I'm not trying to run yous. Okay. Watch that corner. You guys knew where to stop. Trying to get them in there. I put feed in there for them again. Gonna let them in there, put them out here. Clean that real quick. But it's not looking like it's going that way. About 5 minutes or 2 minutes after I shut the camera off, they came up in here. So I'm just gonna, since I need to let the others out, I might as well just slide this door shut. Hey, how did that get wrapped around my foot? Well, that don't belong in here. And there went the cows. Moo. They're yelling at me because I didn't do it right. But that's okay. Nobody's perfect. Only haters in this world think that they're perfect. Right, cows? Right. Come on, cows. No, don't come to me. Go that way. Come on. Are you gonna be friendly, huh? Nope. Come on. Let's go. You guys know where the food is. Come on, it's sitting right on the other side of the barn, waiting for yous. Come on, let's go. Come on, you guys know where the food is. Come on. Let's go. Come on. Let's go. Come on. Don't you see the bale of hay sitting over there? This isn't working. When I feed them tonight, I'll put grain in for them. Then when they're all in, I'll come out here and close the gate real quick. Well, them little boogers, all I had to do was basically start walking, and they followed me right in here. I don't know whether I'll be able to shut the gate or not now. There's a couple more that are dragging their feet. Hopefully they see the others and don't mind me no harm. I'm just a farmer. Cleans your pen. Key to getting cattle to do what you want is to kind of stay back, and when they all come in, then I'll make my way up that along that side there over to the gate, and then I will go ahead and close it. Oh, come on. There's always got to be some that have to drag their feet. Oh, don't go that way. No. Well, you guys... Maybe the others are going to tell those, come on, get in here so that the farmer can do his job. But I don't see that being the case. At least I tried. They got a better mind than I do. So, I don't know why they're all upset. If I play my cards right, which I'm not a gambling man, I think they all should be in, I would hope. I would think, maybe. So I got the corn head all washed up. I was heavily instructed not to get any of this stuff wet because we do not have the combine to run the PTO to run this stuff to dry the bearings out. But we did wash everything else. The nice thing about a plastic corn head is that it'll never rust.